Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Aditi Bandyopadhyay, a library faculty at Adelphi University. I'm also the subject librarian for all sciences taught in the College of Arts and Sciences. I have prepared a PowerPoint presentation to discuss the various sources of science and technology literature. This information will be useful to you as you search scientific literature for your assignments. There are three types of sources of scientific information: primary sources, secondary sources, and tertiary sources. What are the primary sources? A primary source is the original and first-hand account of a study or experiment or an event that is narrated by only the persons who witnessed it and or participated in it. The information is not filtered and it is not interpreted by anyone other than its creator. Here are some examples of primary sources. They are original research articles in peer-reviewed scholarly journals, documents published in conference proceedings, dissertations, theses, government reports, patents, research data, and interviews. Why do you need primary sources? Primary sources such as research articles published in peer-reviewed scholarly journals inform you how the experiments have been done. These articles tell you what materials have been used to do the experiments, what the findings are, how the researchers discuss the results, and the conclusion they draw based on the results and discussion. The original research articles also help other researchers to replicate the similar experiments in their labs. The research articles add new information to the existing knowledge base. How can you locate primary sources of scientific literature? You can search research databases in Adelphi libraries for primary sources of literature in science and technology. Here are some reputable databases in computer science that Adelphi University libraries provide access to the users through the subscriptions. These databases are ACM Digital Library, Scopus, and DBLP. Now, I will talk about the secondary sources of science and technology literature. Secondary sources are the records or accounts that analyze, interpret, evaluate, and summarize the findings in primary sources. The secondary sources rely on the primary sources and synthesize the information found in primary sources to provide the readers an overview of the research done on a particular topic. Here are some examples of secondary sources. They are review articles published in peer-reviewed scholarly journals, textbooks, handbooks, and monographs. Why do you need to use secondary sources? Secondary sources explain and interpret information provided in the primary sources of scientific literature. A review article is basically a literature review of the original research articles published on a particular topic covering a particular period of time. It provides the readers an overview of all important original studies done on a topic and help them develop better understanding the gaps in the knowledge and what research should be carried out to know the unknown and fill the gaps in the knowledge on a particular topic. Also, a secondary source informs you about all the primary sources on a topic discussed in the secondary source. How to locate the secondary sources of scientific literature? You can search Adelphi University Library's One Search Catalog for e-books, print books, textbooks, handbooks, and monographs. Review articles on a topic can be found by searching the research databases available in Adelphi University libraries. For review articles published in computer science literature, you can search the following databases: SEM Digital Library, Scopus, and DBLP. Now, we will learn about tertiary sources of science and technology literature. Tertiary sources get their information from both the primary and the secondary sources of literature. Here are some examples of tertiary sources. They are articles published in popular science magazines, entries in encyclopedias, subject bibliographies, subject dictionaries, also the research guides prepared by AU librarians and Wikipedia articles. These are all examples of tertiary sources. Now, the question is, why do you need to use tertiary sources? Tertiary sources are often written in simplified manner, avoiding too much scientific jargon and technical terminology so that laypersons can understand the information. These sources help users get a broad overview and develop general understanding of a topic before they look for more information in the primary and secondary sources. How to find tertiary sources? You can search Adelphi University Libraries, One Search Catalog for subject encyclopedias, general encyclopedias, subject bibliographies, subject dictionaries, and research guides prepared by Adelphi University librarians. You can search the internet for the articles published in Wikipedia. You can look for popular science magazine articles in Scientific American, American Scientist, Discover, New Scientist, etc. And you can search for this magazine using one search catalog at AU libraries. There are also some databases that you can search for popular science magazine articles. They are Academic Search Complete, Applied Science and Technology Full Text, Research Library, and ProQuest Central. Now we will talk about peer review. When you find information to use in your assignments, you need to use articles that are published in peer-reviewed journals. Peer review plays an important role in publishing studies in scientific journals. Now, the question is, who are the peers? Peers are the experts in a particular field or in a discipline who are asked by the editors or the editorial board of a scientific journal to review the manuscripts that are authored and submitted by other scientists or researchers to be considered for publication in a journal of good reputation. Peer review is a quality control as well as a screening method that ensures the publication of high quality scientific studies or research. This method filters out the research that report flawed experiments with errors in the results, discussion, and in conclusion. There are two types of peer review processes used in publishing scholarly articles or studies in reputable journals. First one is known as single blind review, and the second one is known as double blind review. In single blind peer review process, the reviewers know who the authors are, but the authors do not know who the reviewers are. In double-blind peer review process, the reviewers do not know who the authors are and the authors do not know who the reviewers are. Double-blind peer review is the most common method and a standard practice in science and technology journals with good reputation. The reason of having double-blind peer review in place is to make the review process free of biases and favoritism. Now, you may ask me the question, are there any science and technology journals that lack peer review? The answer is yes. Predatory journals are the examples that lack rigorous peer review. What are the predatory journals? Predatory journals are fraudulent, deceptive journals which claim to be legitimate scholarly journals, but they misrepresent their publishing practices. Predatory publishers falsely claim to provide peer review, ask for article processing charges or APCs from the authors. They often give false information about the members of the journal's editorial board, and they violate scholarly ethics. Professor Jeffrey Beall, who was a librarian at the University of Colorado, Denver, coined the term predatory journals. According to Professor Beall, the predatory publishers are dishonest and they lack transparency. These publishers aim to dupe researchers, especially those who are new and inexperienced in scholarly communication. Now, you may ask me what happens when an author publishes in a predatory journal. Let's see. For the authors, there are serious consequences of publishing in predatory journals. Fake peer review undermines the scientific conversation and scientific integrity. Predatory journals are widely infamous for their low quality. When authors publish their studies in predatory journals, it hurts authors' credibility and reputation. Predatory publishers scam the authors for getting money from them in the form of article processing charge or APC. It is extremely hard for an author to withdraw an article that he or she already published in a predatory journal. And it is harder to publish the same article in a legitimate journal afterward. Publishing in a predatory journal puts an author into the risks of losing both the money and his or her research work. Very bad, right? Now, what happens when a student uses information that is published in a predatory journal? The consequences of using predatory journals in your course assignment are also very serious. It shows the lack of your research skills. It proves that you lack the knowledge to evaluate the quality of information that you intend to use in your assignments. Ultimately, it deprives you from getting good grades in spite of your hard work to complete the assignment. I am sure you want to know how to avoid low quality information found in predatory journal articles to use in your assignment. Here are some solutions. Once you select the journal articles that you intend to use in your assignments, make sure that none of those articles are published in predatory journals. You should consult with any library faculty member in Adelphi University to determine the quality of the journals that you will use as the sources of information in your assignments. You can also ask for help from your professor to determine the quality of the journals that you plan to use in your assignment. Now, we will learn about AI hallucination, which is a hot topic of discussion among the scholars in all disciplines. Due to the rapid advancement of generative artificial intelligence or GAI, we are experiencing the proliferation of artificial intelligence generated contents or AIGC. The production of AI generated contents costs us less and the technology is highly efficient. Because of those two factors, AI generated contents have been widely used in many fields now, including entertainment, media, industry, education, healthcare, science and technology, and also in finance. In spite of its many advantages, the authenticity, compliance, and accuracy of information of AI generated contents have been questioned by many researchers and users. I read two articles. One is written by a researcher with last name Sam, and that article is very recent, just came out in 2024. And another article written by another researcher, Shane, is also very recent, came out in 2023. I read both of them. According to San et al., AI hallucination refers to the phenomenon where artificial intelligence generates distorted information. Chen, in his 2023 article, defined distorted information as false or inaccurate information regardless of intentional authorship. I gave you full information about the articles published by Dr. San and Dr. Chen on the slide number 26 in this presentation, with all other articles information that I used in my presentation. Now, distorted information is broadly classified into two groups based on the author's intent: disinformation and misinformation. Here, I compiled 4 definitions for your understanding. AI hallucination refers to the phenomenon where artificial intelligence generates distorted information. Distorted information refers to false or inaccurate information regardless of intentional authorship. Disinformation refers to deliberately fabricated, distorted information by its creators. Misinformation refers to inadvertently produced distorted information by its creators. Our next slide is about Wikipedia articles. People love to read Wikipedia articles for information, but very often they do not evaluate the quality of information and they do not check the original resources or the original sources of information used in a Wikipedia document. Although the quality of the contents published in Wikipedia has been largely improved over the years, but not all sources listed in reference sections in Wikipedia entries are peer-reviewed, academic or scholarly sources of information. You may use the scholarly references listed in Wikipedia articles as a springboard to obtain vetted, authentic information to initiate your academic research. But you must read those original articles or the documents first to get the information. Then cite them in your assignment as your source of information. To conduct a thorough research on a topic, you need to use a variety of scholarly information published in the books, monographs, peer-reviewed journal articles, conference proceedings, government reports, reputable news outlets, and authoritative websites. Wikipedia should not be used as the sole source of authentic information in your assignment. Let's talk about Google Scholar or GS. Google Scholar or GS is also a very popular free tool on the internet for finding scholarly information. Google Scholar is very intuitive and its search engine can produce a vast array of information originated from a variety of sources, such as journal articles, conference proceedings, books, undergraduate and graduate theses, doctoral dissertations, government publications, university repositories, preprints, etc., in different disciplines. Although you can find numerous authentic, vetted, peer reviewed sources of information by searching a topic on Google Scholar, but not all sources retrieved in Google Scholar search results are considered scholarly or the best resources to be used in your academic assignments and in your research work. You must evaluate the quality of the resources retrieved in the Google Scholar search results before you incorporate that information in your own work. You should be very careful to select the full text articles retrieved in Google Scholar search. The full text from articles published in predatory journals or in a low quality publication can appear in the Google Scholar search results. AI hallucinated resources may appear in Google Scholar search results too. Be careful. A lot of full text documents appear in the search results that are not peer reviewed scholarly articles. Undergraduate or master's thesis and doctoral dissertations, articles published as preprints are good examples that come up very frequently when you search Google Scholar on a topic. You should not cite undergraduate or master's thesis and doctoral dissertations in your assignment as your sources of information. Also, the articles found on preprint servers are not considered vetted peer reviewed sources of information until the information is published in scholarly journals after going through the rigorous peer review process. Now, the question is, where do you find help in evaluating the quality of information that you intend to use in your assignments? Here are some information. For research assistants and to learn how to evaluate information, make an appointment with the library faculty responsible for your discipline. The link below will bring up the list of library faculty who are the subject specialists in Adelphi University libraries. Click on the link or use this URL to get the list on your computer. Library faculty members are available for in-person and virtual research consultation. Please email the subject librarian in your discipline stating your needs for making a research appointment. And please indicate the time and dates of your availability as well as your topic that you would like to search using databases and other tools. All library faculty at Adelphi earned master's degree in library and information science in addition to their master's or PhDs in other disciplines. They can help you in many ways for your success in your academic journey at Adelphi. A subject librarian can help you to learn how to conduct a literature review on a topic, how to search a bibliographic database or full text databases to find original research and review articles. They can teach you how to evaluate information resources for accuracy, authenticity, and credibility. You can learn from your subject librarians how to use the free interlibrary borrowing or document delivery services to obtain articles, books, book chapters, copies of theses, dissertations that are not available in AU libraries. The free interlibrary borrowing service is available to all our students who are currently enrolled at Adelphi. Subject librarians can teach you how to use OneSearch for finding books, ebooks, journals, databases, streaming videos, research guides, and the documents located in the archives and special collections in Adelphi University libraries. They will teach you how to cite references in your paper following a particular citation style, such as APA, CSE, MLA, and Chicago. You can learn from them how to use information ethically and responsibly in your assignments by avoiding plagiarism and other means of academic dishonesty and misconduct. Adelphi University library faculty help you be an information literate person in the society. This slide contains the list of references that I used in my presentation. Here are the article information. You can find them searching databases at Adelphi. Also, I gave you the DOI or digital object identifiers for at least 3 articles here, and you can retrieve them using this DOI. Here is my contact information. If you need my assistance for your research, or if you have any library service related questions, please email me to bandopa@adelphi.edu. I thank you for your time and paying attention to my presentation. Have a good day.